Hello and welcome. Janet Beckers here with your wonderful web TV tip of the week. Today I'd like to talk to you about lentil and vegetable soup. Now bear with me because really this is going to be a story that talks about business. But first of all, let me tell you the story about my lentil soup so you can see how it relates. You see, a while ago in winter, I spent hours and hours and hours making a huge batch of vegetable and lentil soup. You know, it took me a long time. I chopped up all the vegetables. There were the herbs, the spices, the slow simmering for the flavour. There was, I threw all these lovely lentils and other legumes in there to make it so it was a beautiful, rich, nutritious soup. And because I like to batch, I know, okay, if I do this once, I'm going to freeze them into all these different containers. I'll put them in containers, put them in the freezer, and we can be living on vegetable soup all through winter. Fantastic. So that's what I did. So now when it came to having the first lot of vegetable soup and we sat down, it was awful. I mean, it had beautiful flavour, but the lentils were really crunchy. Didn't matter how much I cooked them for, it just always turned out crunchy. Now, before you send me any tips on lentil soup, feel free to, but the moral of the story is I was determined that we were going to eat all of that lentil soup, whether we liked it or not, because I had spent so much time doing that. And so, when it came, it was a bit cold, we didn't have anything that we didn't want to cook, the lentil soup, everybody would groan, including me. Now, the thing is the same thing happening in your business. A really typical way that this happens is I will get people who will come to me and say, this is what I'm going to create my business on. I'm passionate about it. I've got a lot of knowledge on it. I can see how it's going to work, but I'm not going to start it yet because I've got this ebook that I wrote ages ago. I spent so long doing it because it was something that I knew a lot about at that particular time, or it was something I'd just gone through, or I know people need this. And so you've invested all that time and they'll say, look, all I've got to do is I've just got to make the sales page and set up the blog. I'll put the autoresponder up and then I'll just set it up there and I'll set it on ClickBank. Once I've set all of that up, then it can be ticking over and look, I'll just, might just spend an hour or so a week just, making sure it works, making sure the ads work or whatever it is that you're deciding to do for it. Now, that's actually quite a lot of work that you've got to do yet. And a lot of people are going, I cannot move on to this other thing that I know is going to make me some money or that I'm passionate about or that's where my real thing is because I've got this lentil soup hanging around my neck that I have got to finish off. My question to you is the amount of time that you're going to be investing getting that so that it's out of the way. Just want to finish it off and get it out of the way. Could you be investing that in this business that you know is going to work and that you care about? Now, I know it's just like the lentil soup. It's really, really hard. We eventually threw ours out. Tough decision. We had a lot of lentil soup before I did. But, how freeing is that? There's all the space left in the freezer. So, are you doing something similar? Are you really sticking with something that is like dragging your energy? You're not really passionate about it. You're not going to pull your full oomph behind it because you really don't care about it anymore. You've moved on, but you are not going to let it go. Are you doing something similar? What is the opportunity cost of hanging on to that? It's a bit of a challenging question. A lot of people don't like to hear it. I did something very, very similar and I let go of a business that I had spent 5 years and probably pretty close to $70,000 in setting it up, and I let it go. Best thing I ever did. Are you doing something similar? I'd love to hear your comments. As always, please leave your comments down below. Any useful tips that you've got to share with people, any questions that you've got, please just leave them there. I will be joining the conversation, and I know everything that you share down below really helps the other people who come and watch these comments and learn from you as well. Bye.